So, welcome back. Today's Drive Time Nugget, I want to talk about a couple of things that kind of go hand in hand. These things, they affect, I would say, just about everybody at one point or another, from when you're a little kid maybe to right now. A lot of people at my age range, which is, we'll talk about that later. But the two things that go hand in hand that I want to talk about are fear and pain. And I'm not talking about being scared of the boogeyman, scared of the dark. I'm talking about being afraid to make a change, to do something that you've never done before. Like film yourself while you're driving and talk about things that come up, like me. Fear and pain go together. Fear keeps you in place, and the fear of the pain of the change keeps you complacent. It's kept me in the same place. It bothers me. I'm afraid of a lot of things. Am I afraid of somebody leaving me a nasty comment on this? Maybe a little. I'll obsess over it for a few minutes, and then I'll move on with life. My biggest fear is that nobody will say anything and I won't get any feedback, because I really do feel like I have something to say and that I can help people understand what it feels like to be maybe not right exactly where you fit in your career at this point. And I don't have all the answers, I don't have all the solutions, which is basically why I'm doing this, because I know other people are smarter than I am and maybe they'll chime in and help out. But really, fear is the biggest stumbling block a lot of people, especially me, have had to overcome. Fear of doing something that's outside of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is probably different than a lot of people's. Am I afraid to get up and talk to a group of people? No, that doesn't bother me at all. Being a musician, I get to play in front of people on a fairly regular basis. That doesn't bother me, getting up in front of a group of people and playing or singing or doing something like that. Those things don't bother me. What bothers me is worrying about, my fear is that I won't take some of these talents and these skills that I have and do anything with them other than work for somebody else, and not push myself to the limits and get outside of my comfort zone. The biggest changes and the biggest impacts that you can have on yourself and the people around you that you care about are when you get out of your comfort zone and get uncomfortable. Sometimes the pain of changing, it takes you being fed up with being fed up, and that's painful enough to make you make that change. Some people never get to that point. They talk about what they're gonna do, what I'm gonna make, what I'm gonna do when I retire. Why are you gonna wait till you retire to make an impact? That's my biggest question. Why wait? So, talking about this topic, I think fear and pain go hand in hand. What are you going to do today that's going to get you outside of your comfort zone and make and be uncomfortable? Uncomfortable for the good, because when we get complacent, we get compliant, we don't want to move. And getting uncomfortable and doing that makes you move to the next step. Sometimes it's not a big step. That's a huge misconception, is that I'm gonna quit my job and go be a writer or an artist. I'm just gonna quit my job and do all that. That's not always possible. So make a step, get a little bit uncomfortable today, and I'll see you back here next time.